Hello and welcome to i.made, the channel that only tells you that, well, I'm Matt, but then I made a thing. Alright, in this video, I'm starting part 1 of an automating everything series. Now, all I want to do is I want to be able to control everything from one touch. I want to be able to turn my heater on, I want to turn my lights on, I want to turn my on-air sign on, all from one touch. Now, this will be part 1, which will be woodworking, which will be creating a casing for the station that I'm creating to host all that information, to be the input-output station. Then, in the next part, I'll go over all the code, I'll connect it from a Raspberry Pi to an ESP8266 board. And you may be asking, why is the title of the series, automating everything, and why is this part about woodworking? Well, stuff you. This is my series, is my channel, and I'm really enjoying the woodworking currently, so I'm going to be doing the woodworking to make that. Now, normally with these types of things, you start with CAD, Computer Aided Design. But we're in the shop, so we're not going to do that. We're going to do, let's get rid of that. We want to do Cardboard Aided Design. And so, I created this. It's a nice, easy, little example of what I want to build. Now, obviously, this is the exterior dimensions of the station that I want. The screen's going to go in here, the Raspberry Pi is going to be in the back. It's a nice little thing. Then this is going to sit on my bedside table, my desk, wherever. It's going to be touch input, just boop, 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 on, done. Alright, so what I'm just doing now is I'm disassembling my cardboard design, and I'm using those pieces to trace out what I want out of the wood. Alright, with that generally smoothed out, it's not completely smooth, but now I'm going to cut some bits out, then I'm going to resaw it down the middle. That'll be a pain in the ass. Alright, because I'm reusing old lumber, I can only square them up so much, some of the sanding and squaring up is just all off, and it's not exactly perfect, but I made sure to square up at least both end edges and one face. So because of that, when I'm going to face them all down, the outside face, the excess, which is perfectly flat, and then I'm going to glue the corners and put a rubber band around it to hold the miters in. That way the back that won't be seen is where all the bad cuts and the bad angles are. Alright? Now I just have to sand it up, get all these nice edges clean, and should be good. Alright, so the screen comes with these tiny little standoffs, like that's how small they are for comparison. So now I'm just marking out where these screw holes are, and I'm just gonna cut a piece of wood, glue it in there, and hope drill through at the thickness of the standoffs, so that then I can secure them on the other side. And then one side, this will be glued to the wall. Standoffs will come through the wood, and then maybe I can add some washers, or I don't know. That's the plan. Alright, and that's it. Perfect as I imagined. Beep boop, beep boop. It's pretty much exactly how I envisioned it. It's off in places, as you can expect. I will make it again, obviously, because this is kind of crap, but it's functional and I like it. So I'm going to make another one, a V2, in the probably not the near future, in the distant future. I won't make a video about that, obviously. But the biggest struggle I found was actually securing it. In my head, I was just like, oh yeah, I'll use those mounting brackets. It'll be easy. Very much not easy. I ended up having to take a bit of wood, screw that in, glue a piece to that like cups the screen underneath it. Then I have this big reinforcement piece glued in. So I have to undo 2 screws here. That piece pops out, and then I maneuver it out through the bottom. Now, one design piece that I really purposely avoided was a piece on the top, so that I could hopefully use USBs or any update firmware or etc. etc. Because somehow I'm going to have to plug power into that, and that'll be fun. But yeah, I was thinking maybe for V2 I could have a pressure fit piece on top. Well, actually, for version 2, I was thinking of maybe designing a little bit more than a piece of cardboard. Because whilst this is cool and it's, easy, it's physical, a lot of dimensions are very much just thrown out the window when you cardboard aided design. But yeah, this is exactly how I envision it, and it looks fantastic to me. Yeah. See you in the next one. Like, favorite, subscribe, I don't know, again, all that jazz that people just say that means nothing when you have a YouTube channel, because no matter what, people are going to either like it, dislike it, they're going to do what they like. No matter how much you spew it into their mouths, they're not going to listen to what you say. Do what you want, Maybe check out another video in the card. Yeah. Catches. Alright. Alright, because I'm using